Welcome to the Legacy Network, BPPALN.org, the Party Report. I'm Eusebio Holiday. Let's take a look at what's happening around the world. More than 190 nations agreed to protect 30% of the world's land and ocean for wildlife. They met at the UN Biodiversity Summit in Montreal, known as the COP15. The landmark agreement seeks to halt the 6 major extinction events. As part of the deal, indigenous communities will have an increased voice in protecting wildlife. Indigenous people are 5% of the world's population and protect 80% of the world's biodiversity. Indigenous knowledge is key to biodiversity. The U.S. did not participate in the new agreement. That's because the U.S. and the Vatican are the only two countries that won't sign on to the new agreement for biodiversity. And they both refuse to recognize indigenous people's rights. Instead, the U.S. wants to determine what indigenous rights look like and how indigenous land is developed. China and Canada, two of the world's leaders in pollution, both signed on for the new agreement, and indigenous people are saying that it's all optics and business as usual and diversion tactics for industrial development. Yet the reality is they continue to diminish human rights of indigenous people. Indigenous people want to protect 80% of the Amazon rainforest by 2030. The Amazon rainforest is at a tipping point due to deforestation, oil and fuel extraction. Major corporations financed by the Royal Bank of Canada and the U.S. Bank practice land grabbing. They build mega dams not used for energy, but for gold mining. Indigenous people are calling out corporations and businesses that don't participate in the new biodiversity agreement. The UNESCO World Heritage has been in place for over 100 years and creates genocide in the Amazon rainforest. Indigenous people are calling for a break from the colonial empire. And that's the report. This is the Legacy Network, BPPALN.org, the Party Report.